guys, it is little Mr. Rodriguez. Some of you guys have probably seen me in my mom's meetings during the week, but if you haven't, I am Mr. Rodriguez's daughter. I'm going to work with you guys on the week 22 warm-up. These are the questions you guys should have done yesterday. So these are the answers and the ways to solve them. Make sure you pay really close attention. And you're able to practice throughout the week, because on Friday you're going to have an assignment that's going to be for a grade. So this whole week is for practice and your grade is on Friday. So let's get to it. Question 1 is, if a triangle has a base of 12 inches and a height of 1/2 inch, what is the area? And so obviously we're finding the area of a triangle. And the equation for that we know is A equals base times height divided by 2. So we have that formula right there. So we can go ahead and we can say, okay, we know the base is 12 inches and the height is 1/2 inch. So we're going to go ahead and fill our formula in, and it's going to be A equals 12 times 1/2 divided by 2. Now, 1/2 is one of those benchmark fractions. So we know that when we go to multiply it, if you don't want to multiply a fraction, 1/2 is equal to 0.5. They're equivalent. So I'm going to multiply it out this way. We have 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1, and 5 times 1 is 6. So 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. And we put our decimal right there because we have 1 decimal place in the original. So we move it over 1 in the answer. So we have 6 for the top part of our equation. So we have 6 divided by 2. And we easily know that 6 divided by 2 is 3. Therefore, our area is equal to 3 inches squared. Okay. Now, question 2. I'll fold this over real quick so I have some place to work. Question 2 is tricky. There's a few extra steps that you have to take if you're going to get the right answer. So let's read it. It says, Xander wanted a new TV, and while reading the Best Buy sales flyer, he saw that a TV is usually sold for $530, and it's on sale for 25% off. How much would the new TV cost him if he bought it? So I'm going to go ahead and underline this because it's an important question, and we're going to need to look back at it at the end of our problem. So we start this problem off by doing the is over of is equal to percent over 100 equation. Okay, and it's asking basically, we know that the of number is going to be 530. So we're going to put that right here, okay? And we know that the flyer says that it's 25% off. So we're going to plug that in where the percentage goes to right here. And we keep the 100 always. This always stays the same. So we do not have anything to fill in here. We don't have any extra numbers in the problem. So this is what we're solving for. And we are going to put an X right here. Okay? So now we cross multiply. And we have 100 times X is 100X is equal to, we multiply 25 by 530, and that equals 13,250. So now we have an equation, and what we want to do is we want to isolate this X. We want to isolate the variable and get the X completely by itself. So how we do that is we divide by 100 on both sides. Okay? So it's going to look like this. X equals 13,250 divided by 100. Okay? And you can do that in your calculator, but the answer for X is going to be 132.50. And when you put it in your calculator, you probably just got 132.5. But when we're working with money, we always have 2 decimal places. So if there's nothing there, you just put a 0, okay? And we have our dollar sign as well. Well, so this is what we have. This means that this is how much of a discount there is on this TV. Is that the question? Let's read the question. How much would the new TV cost him if he bought it? So this is not how much the new TV would cost. That's a cheap TV. What we're going to do is we're going to subtract this number by the original cost of the TV. So we're going to do 530 minus 132.5. We can just do 5 right here. That's okay. And we need to add a 0 right here. So, we don't have anything, so we need to borrow from this one. We can't borrow from this one either. So, we have, when you do your subtraction, you're going to end up getting 10 minus 5, 9 minus 2, can't do 2 minus 3. So then you have 4. 12 minus 3 is, what is that? 9? 3. And then we add that 0 back in because we need it. So let me just check that really quick. I think that's right. 530 minus 132.5. Yes, so the answer for the problem on how much the new TV will cost is $398.50. So this is the answer you need. It's going to be super hard to remember, but you always have to look back at the original problem and remind yourself what the question is. Because a lot of you probably thought this was the answer. You have to take that extra step though and subtract it from the original. Okay? Now for the last problem, we have finding the area of the trapezoid. So it gives us it gives us this formula right here. We know the formula for the area of a trapezoid is A equals h times base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. So we're going to go ahead and call this base 1, and we're going to call this base 2, and we know that this is our height. Remember, if there were any numbers right here, we would not use the slant lines. We always use this dotted line or solid line in the middle, okay? So we're going to have A equals the height is 4 times base 1 is 5.6 plus base 2 is 3.2. Okay? We're going to divide that by 2. So we're going to go over here really quick. Because of order of operations, we know that we need to do whatever's in the parentheses first. So that means we need to add these numbers together before we do anything else. So we have 5.6 plus 3.2. That gives us 8. So we have 8.8. Well, we can go ahead and substitute this back into the equation. So we have 4 times 8.8 divided by 2. So let's go ahead and do 4 times 8.8 over here. And we know 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. And since we have 1 decimal place, we put that right here. So we have 35.2. We can go ahead and substitute that back into the original equation. So we have 35.2 divided by 2. And we can go ahead and divide that out right here. We'll do the long division. Of course, you can use a calculator if you want to. 2 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract that, you get 1. Bring this 5 down. 2 goes into 15 7 times. And 7 times 2 is going to be 14. When you subtract that out, it's going to be 1. And then we bring this 2 down again. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. We have 0. No remainder. We don't have to keep going. So the area of this trapezoid is going to be 17.6 meters squared. Alright, so it's not too bad. I feel like that was a pretty easy warm-up. Make sure that you guys are practicing throughout the week and you're getting these problems, you're asking questions if you have any, because you have an assignment that will be graded and put into PowerSchool on Friday. Okay? You guys have an excellent week, and I'll talk to y'all next time, okay? Bye.